his energy and his the way he's all about the team. So I expect a lot out of him. I think everyone will be excited to watch him play. He competes at a high level. He competes to win.
Brad, in your number two, what did you learn about yourself from your number one that you're trying to carry over to your number two and moving forward?
Well, I don't know if we have enough time for me to answer that, but no, I learned a lot. I think the biggest thing is really kind of shaping and really kind of having stronger convictions on my whys, and that's really a general. It's general, and my whys as far as my convictions. It can go from things on the court, off the court, just being able to be more convinced of certain things that I want moving forward, for the program. I think I just, some things that I valued higher went a little bit lower. Some things that I thought were lower went a little bit higher.
What is that?
I think, again, just having more of a clearer view of what I want the program, and a lot of it is really outside the program and things that we need to do, the things we need to work on. Little things down to just how we travel, things like that. As far as do I implement dress codes or I don't, just things like that. Again, a lot of it, and then obviously from a talent acquisition, really. With the transfer portal, when you have guys returning, when you get those commitments, how do you build that? And how do you support that? Because I think in today's world, when you have returners and retention, I think you want to be able to obviously try to reward that and build around that and not build over that, if that makes sense. And I thought, those are the things as I went through the process that I learned in year two.
Coach Leo Schaefer from News House. First off, absolute pleasure to talk to you. Second, last year the majority of the bench wasn't used that much in some games. Do you expect to distribute more minutes to some of your guys who don't start or aren't expected to get that much playing time to begin with this year?
Yeah, that's that's always the plan. I think this year this roster is deeper. But again, last year's roster was deeper, but sometimes injuries happen. You just never know what's going to happen as far as that. And I thought last year we got hit with the injury bug. We lost Naheem early. Monir at that time, he couldn't really practice for us. So we had some injuries, and this year, we have, 11, 12 guys that, as of right now, are healthy. And, for us to be successful, we have to play more guys. This is a very balanced team, a very competitive team. I think that the strength of this team will be in how many guys we can play.
You spoke to those injuries with Naheem and, of course, with Chance Westry last year. What are those two guys to have fully healthy? How's that going to build your program this season?
I mean, those are huge additions. Naheem, he started practicing back a little bit in July, and it was limited, obviously, with the foot issues. But in the last month or so, he's been full go. He's really rounding himself back into shape. And that's a big plus for us. He's a guy that obviously, he's big, but he can move. He can do some things that will help us. And Chance is, again, I thought he was playing his best basketball towards the end of the summer. Again, a guy that can play multiple positions, that can pass the ball. He's improved and he's still working on his shot. And I think that was the biggest thing that he needed to work on. Coming from Auburn here is improving his outside shot, and I think he's done that. So again, having those two guys back healthy is going to be a huge addition for us.